And we immediately continue with the video. So watch previous video. What we've done is we've created ourselves an ArcoLinux ISO. So it's the latest kernel. It's built a minute ago and we're gonna test it out in Qemu. Now on ArcoLinux we have this script that says get nemesis on ArcoLinux. If you run that, you get a folder called data, ArcoLinux nemesis, AUR, install Qemu. I want to test Qemu on Wayland on Plasma 6. And I say install Qemu. There we go. In the meantime, the door is opened and I'll close it again. Let's call it draft, but it could be a ghost as well. He's welcome to join me and learn. It's not that easy to install Qemu, but once you figure everything out, you put it in a script and you run it again and again and again and again and again. All right. Now, super and then virt. Okay, virt stands for Virtual Machine Manager. I launch a Qemu GUI. He's connecting to the backend. Then we create a new one. Local media. Forward. Don't do that. It's in browse local. In the home we have an ArcoLinux ISO, that one. Open, forward, can't find, try selecting, etc. Arch Linux, forward, and then wow, I've got enough room. Let's take 8 and 50/50 4. Forward. I always take 30 for Plasma. Forward, ArcoLinux, fine. Customize configuration before install because I want it to be a UEFI, the new guy, not a BIOS thing, but a UEFI thing. And I think that's that. I always, oh, yes, please. I think we need to stay away from this one. I once set it up and that was not good. I think the best way to do is begin installation. We'll see you. So we're booting up UEFI. Enter. I don't think that was enter. We'll see. I pressed a few buttons together there. Okay, it's busy. So and a right control. Yeah, a right control gives me my mouse back. What if I do this? And then move this one over here. Cool. Cool. So my biggest problem in computing is this. Really is. Because I'm typing blind. I don't need to look at the keys, but then of course I need to get my AZERTY because we are typing on a QWERTY keyboard. I bought it for you guys, so I know what kind of issues you have. So I'm looking at a QWERTY keyboard, of course, Air. And it's good thing to talk and keep talking because what's important is that this particular service is finished. This one needs to be finished. This is a good look, right? When it's not finished, it will look totally different. So active, exited, this is a good look. Pacman keyed things, all of this needs to be done before you start installing. And sometimes with scripts, you're just too fast. And Pacman key is not ready. And everything halts. So the tip was on the, we already did sudo. Tip was do -sy archinstall. So this is a great tool to get things in, to get installations done the easy way. Now since we've built it ourselves, it seems to have gotten the last version available on the ArcoLinux repos, which is great. But if it's an old ISO from, let's say, 6 months ago, right, all the updates will come in, and also this one. So just sure install again then. Now, another thing I don't like about the default settings is I'd like to do nano etc pacman.conf, and you be the judge of how fast it's gonna be now. Parallel downloads is not used. They've been working so hard to get it to work. By default, it's not used. One download. I'm gonna go numlock on. Where am I typing? Oh, there. Okay, escape, Control C. All right. 20. Control X. Yes, please. So now I am going to download in parallel 20 things at the same time. I know in my position in Belgium what I pay for, which is the fastest internet connection ever possible in Belgium. That's gonna be great, right? It all depends on the hardware, on the software, on the ISP, as I call it, Internet Service Provider. If he is not opening your valve, then it just tickles in or tickles out, and that's it. That's your download and your upload you're paying for. Archinstall. Off we go. How fast can this be installed? I know that Sweden is awesome for me, so I'm gonna go for a slash, which is not working, this slash. How about that slash? Sweden, okay, and then enter. Back. Locales. Keyboard layout, never ever that one. BE, Latin 1. Locales, English is good. You need to know the technical terms. Use best effort. Watch out, guys. Not the first one, the second one. Okay. Bootloader never. Ext4, thank you. Disk inscription, never. Bootloader, sure. Unified kernel, no. Swap, no. We're only not on a real machine, so who cares? And then root password, add it. User account, add the user. Yes, I want to be super user, of course. Confirm and exit. Profile, type, desktop. Arrow down, no, arrow up, sorry. XFCE, enter. Graphics driver, all open source. In here, it's all good. Creator, no, I like SAM. There are so many nice themes for it. Back. And then audio, sure. Pipewire, why not? Kernels, no, fine. I've been working on the Linux kernel for the last 6 years. Never had issues. The only thing that gives issues is drivers that go with the Linux kernel. But since we went to the NVIDIA DKMS, we never had any black screen. You do what you do. I do what I do, right? NVIDIA DKMS for the win. Additional packages if you want NeoFetch, for example, or INC. Voila. Network configuration, netzone / enter. Sure, and then install. And let's see. Oh yeah, sorry. We wanted to install Plasma. All right, no problem. No biggie. Let's go back. Mirrors. Now you see something else, right? Another option. Belgium. No, what am I doing? What am I doing? Sweden. Let's see if it has both now. It has this one now. Hey, that's something to learn. So first this one off, and then Sweden, and that one on. Well, never made the mistake, so now I've learned something. Locales, B11, back. This configuration, sure. Yes. When do we choose the packages? Maybe skip that one. Here it is, profile. Type, desktop, plasma. What's the reason why we're here? So KDE. SDM is now selected, that's easy. Pipewire. Yeah, I'm so used to always installing XFCE, but this time I wanted to do something else. Fetch inc. Time zone is still Brussels, last time I checked. And then what? Almost skipped that one. And that's new. We can now see what we've done. Oh. Cool. And then no optional things. Let's just install. Enter. All right. Sorry for the delay. You can swipe through the video. No problem there. Let's see if they solved the issue, which was a package that does not exist anymore, which was in the list, and Pacman says, don't know the package, and everything stops. Look at that, 20 at one go. Phew. It's 9:03 when we started to download all the packages. And here are the ArcoLinux keyrings, right? Always these keys. Hence, now we've created something to fix it, and it's called fix key. And all variants thereof. So if you make typos, you still have a script that fixes your keys. Look at that, microcode is available, and I've put it behind AutoDetect. That's a bit where people say, okay, should it be before or behind? But we're missing something. There he is, AutoDetect. Should it be before AutoDetect or after is a little bit the discussion, but as long as it works, right? Periodic trim is there, enable service fstrim.timer. Network manager is gonna be installed. Look at how fast it installs, or downloads better. 20 parallel downloads. And often it's interesting because a lot of these things are in kilobytes, right? Kilobytes is nothing. It's like poof, bin, it's in. Depending on of course what you have. Plasma workspace. We are working on the Plasma, and we don't have. Wait for it. 1, 2, 5 lines, and then we have liftoff. 3, 4, 5. Woo! We're off. So the Plasma conflicting file that was not there anymore, Plasma valence session, I think it was, is out of the list, as we removed it as well, since it does not exist anymore. And even though, right, if you think what's going on, keep reading, keep following SDM, know what SDM is, look it up. What is SDM? Would you like to shoot? No, of course not. Everything is done. So this is the time, 03, 3 minutes, now 9:06. So let's say in 3, 4, 5 minutes tops, I have an ArcoLinux, but it's not what you want to have. By that, oh, I should have done exit, I think, first and then reboot. Anyway, it's not what you want to end up with. Plasma is already quite good, right? It's quite, it feels quite a complete desktop. But there's still a lot of things missing, and that's up to you to install more, and that's typical the Arch Linux approach, you figured it out, right? You have here the default settings, and if you want to have Discover working and stuff like that, you still need to do things. ArcoLinux is not configured for installing apps through Discover, only apps and add-ons, so we need to add the package kit, and that's going to work. And so many things. Just a quick glance, this is what we get. That's it. That's all. And all the rest is up to you, to be defined, to be installed, Bluetooth, printers, whatever, anything that is still not available. It's about learning to figure it out with the Arch Wiki and see what you need to install. But my test is done. We're on Wayland 6, Plasma 6 on Wayland, and we've built our own ISO, ArcoLinux with AAG, the ArcoLinux application Glade. We've used archinstall, and we see that we can install it if we build it ourselves, of course, the ArcoLinux ISO, and Plasma is working just fine inside Qemu. And yes, we can go full screen if you want to. That's an option down here, full screen, and then play around with it. All right, cheers.